What's up, everyone, and welcome to our reaction to My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 3. I'm Jason, and this is Mikey. So, last week's episode, we had to say goodbye to Star and Stripe.
It was a good run.
It was a really good run, but
Just
man,
like
it was
2 episodes of a run,
such a
but
short run.
it was a good one.
I mean, yeah, it sucks that we lost her this early. Her quirk was freaking amazing, but
yeah, I'm just glad that All For One doesn't have it.
same.
Like,
Yes.
It like ended up getting destroyed.
Yes. Yeah, because like him ended up with that quirk. Especially if she ended up not, putting the order on it like she did. Like
That was really bad.
that was really
Yeah,
bad.
that was like nightmare scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that she's out, but it's a good thing that he's not running around with that quirk.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much the end of that arc, and we're heading into the next arc now, which is I believe it's
UA Trader.
UA Trader arc. Yeah.
Which, based off what we saw going into this episode at the end of last week's episode,
yeah.
you had some ideas.
Yeah, it sucks because it's like I am starting to lean into the thought more now of maybe it is Invisible Girl,
Yeah.
just because like trying to think of like where she was at probably during. I'm having a tough time remembering season 6 where she was at
They're in the All Out War.
during All Out War. Yeah,
I think she was just with everyone out in the woods
I
where
want to say I think she was too.
Gigantomachia attack.
Yeah, but she's just one of those characters that like everyone's gotten a big focus on to this point in the story, and I feel like she hasn't quite gotten that big of a focus yet.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
So
And then, like, the other thing that a lot of people in the manga community back then kind of drew a connection to, during the USJ incident, which happened back in season 1, that was like where they went to that one, like, dome for training,
mhm.
and then the League of Villains teleported in,
Yeah, yeah.
and it all went really bad.
Yeah,
The traitor was, like, responsible for that incident because the villains shouldn't have known about it.
right,
And somehow they did, so they had an inside source. So that was where like the first suspicion came from.
right. Mm-hmm.
And there were a couple students who weren't there that day.
God, I need to.
Yeah,
I don't know if I need to go back and see that or not, but
And she was one of them.
she was one of them.
So
Damn it.
yeah, she's definitely like sketch. And
Yeah.
then when you think about the nature of her quirk too, it's like
I know.
if there's gonna be a traitor.
She would pretty much be kind of like what Mystique is essentially
Yeah.
in X-Men, other than like obviously like the shape shifting.
Right, but
Stuff,
still like
but-
hiding in plain sight. 'Cause,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know they kind of alluded to it. I tried to think of other ideas of who else it could be, but I'm not quite too certain on anyone else. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. So I say let's go ahead and hop into it then.
I'm cool with that.
Cool. Yeah. He's not doing too hot.
It's all right, other me. I just think it's funny that he walks around with his like giant oxygen tank.
Yeah.
Or whatever that is. Is that his chair? It is.
That is his chair.
I'm done.
Damn.
I mean, that is one way to look at it.
Yeah, definitely.
He just looks like a talking potato, man.
He
Like,
does.
can't.
I remember for the longest time in season 3 when he first like made an appearance, I was like waiting to see like when his eyes were gonna open up or whatever.
Yeah, you expect.
And it was like, oh, he's just straight up has no eyes.
Yeah. What's funny because it's like that's how you healed. What did All Might do to his head?
Yeah,
You just like ripped the top half of it open or something.
I guess. Yeah.
Yes, he has like that freaking search quirk.
Yeah. So that one didn't get torn apart. Well, okay.
He has many friends.
Allude to it even more, Beat the crap out of him, toughen him up.
Well, that's what he wanted.
I know. Wow.
Nah, everyone's been going crazy.
Yeah. Oh. Oh man.
That's how he does that new trick you've been
That
seeing.
is so sick. Damn. He is fully embracing it now. I feel like the way Dobby is going to end up going out, if he does, is that he's going to end up burning up.
I mean, he's like literally destroying himself using his
Yeah.
quirk, so. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be so much worse now.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yep. No more of this alone BS.
Yeah. Wait. Wait, hold on. Is that what they're alluding to?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah.
No way.
A lot of people did though, because he was also one of the students missing from USJ.
Was he?
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, I guess
Did you see that?
Oh, I totally missed it. No.
You were born without a quirk.
No, really. Damn, man.
But it's not like a traitor because he's a bad person. He like literally
Yeah.
is afraid of losing his parents.
Right. So he's doing everything he can. Well, shit. I guess I didn't even see that either. Well, okay. Yeah, I definitely didn't see it coming, but it makes sense.
Yeah, there were a lot of hints.
Yeah.
I'll bring most of them up if they don't show them in this.
Okay.
I'll save it for the post discussion though, but I'll definitely bring up a lot of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
彼らが成功すれば嬉しい。ダメだったら、ああ、ダメだったかと落胆し、正しく使い捨ての道
So he's like, if they get cut and it's all a dead end, who cares? I have so many other plays.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's playing 4D chess over here.
ママンもパパも僕の無個性にひどく狼狽していた。個性を自由に与えてくれる存在。その噂をたどったんだ。
Freaking All for One, man.
And he gave him naval laser.
Like, it's such a pity kind of like thing, you know?
Like, it's just like, you literally set this kid up for a failure.
Straight up.
同調心理から
Remember, his quirk doesn't agree with his body because it wasn't originally his. That's why he gets like stomach aches.
That makes a lot of sense.
ファイトが
Yeah.
中止になると噂がある。遊泳に入れなさい。
Wow.
人のために人に喜んでもらうために。
合宿先を教えなさい。遊泳に戻った緑谷いずくが一人きりになるようおびき出しなさい。
あの置き手紙で君が僕と同じ無個性だったと知った時
Oh, this is not good at all.
何もかもにゼロワンを脱毛したんだ。
Oh! That's right. I forgot her body does that.
Yeah.
日本中がおかしくなっちゃったんだよ。何考えて教室にいたの？
Damn, that's crazy.
みんなと暮らしていたの？ねえ、青山くん。
Yeah.
青山くん、はがくれたんは君がこれ以上人を傷つけないようにしてくれたんだ。こんなのもうやめよう。
Yeah, it's like shit's gotten so bad. You do not have to worry about, like, All for One's not thinking about you so much anymore, you know? Or I guess he was because he was trying to pull Midoriya out into the middle of nowhere.
今回で決定的になったぜ。いるだろう。
Yeah, remember that conversation?
Yep.
まさか生徒だったとは。できれば君たちは下がっていなさい。下がっていな。
Like, yeah, no.
はがくれさんが見つけてなかったら何するつもりだったんだ。青山、嘘だって言えよ。
騙されてたんだよな。
てめえも元無個性だとは。世の中せめえな。オール・フォー・ワンについて知っていることを洗いざらい喋ってもらう。知ってることは何もない。私たちはただ頼まれたら実行するだけだ。愛すれば殺される。嘘をついても殺される。
Yeah, that sucks.
見せられた。そうした人間が処分される様を。
Yeah.
警察に逃げ込んだ者は出生に
And plus, remember what he did to Lady Nagant?
Yeah, yep.
You gotta wonder.
No,
if, like,
that was kind of going through my head here for a bit too. It's like, oh, is
he about to
um,
explode.
yeah, is he in this kind of situation where if he doesn't do something about
His
Midoriya?
parents just pop.
Yeah.
自分が殺していたかもしれない人たちだ。僕は仲間の顔して笑い合った。同じ元無個性でオール・フォー・ワンと戦う重圧を背負った彼を知って自分の惨めさに絶望した少年が腐ってたんだよ。じゃあなんでカスクで勝った里帰り君を助けようとしたんだい。あの夜のディーズはオール・フォー・ワンに言われて
Yeah, you remember that?
I do remember that. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's one of the things I was gonna bring up if they didn't show it.
Yeah, it's kind of slowly starting to come back to me about the times like when Midoriya and him had conversations
Yeah.
and the look that he would like look at Midoriya walking away from those conversations like
Yeah.
yeah, he so desperately wanted to be all their friends.
罪を犯したら一生ヴィランだなんてことはないんだ。この手を握ってくれ、青山くん。そうか、デク。君はまだヒーローになれるんだから。待って、緑谷君。事情はどうあれ。オール・フォー・ワンに関する
Yeah.
罪は消えない。
He's gonna have to be put away until All for One's taken care of.
お母さん、お父さん。我々が神の教習をかけることをなぜ報告しなくから連絡はできない。向こうが求めた時のみ。スカウスさん。
Maybe they could use this to their advantage.
見つからない。それが今の味方でしょ。
Yep.
おそらく後手は必死。だからこそ
Yeah, remember they decide when the fight starts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
ってこと死柄木たちの動きを誘導できるように。
Now he just became a big player in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all you got to do is just have. I remember what All for One's newest order was: drag Midoriya out into
Yeah.
somewhere alone,
So now he could do that with Midoriya, but now everyone knows about it.
so they can all kind of pull up. I mean, it's risky because All for One probably has some type of surveillance quirk or something.
yeah.
So like,
Right.
but it's one of those things where like
They
he,
now
at the very least he could lead Deku straight to All for One.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing of like, heading into this, they didn't really have any options.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have like a piece that they could move on the chessboard.
Yeah, and it's
And
like
now-
they said, the villains were the ones that were going to decide when to start.
Yeah, right.
Now it's gonna start when Aoyama brings Deku out.
Yeah.
But that's that's what they're thinking.
Right.
What happens?
Because All for One is always like one step ahead. And
Yeah.
he probably has already thought of, hey, there's a good chance Aoyama has betrayed us, and I need to be ready for in case he has.
Yeah.
So
次回予告僕は知っているオール・フォー・ワンに心を利用されても闇に染まってしまった心に光をもたらすたとえ倒れたとしてももう一度
Hey.
生きることができる
I was so scared for him in season 6.
決して一人じゃない
Yeah.
さらに向こう
Story of Power.
プレステウルトラ
That's kind of a cool title for that episode.
Yeah.
It's like a good starting point for everyone right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was a really cool episode. I did not think it was gonna be him, but again, like now kind of like slowly thinking back to like a couple of seasons and whatnot. Oriyama, is that right?
Yeah, Aoyama.
How his interactions were with Deku and everything throughout the seasons. Kind of looking back and thinking about some of those interactions now and whatnot, it's just like, okay, yeah, it does kind of make sense that he was the traitor, because he's basically like, he's kind of the awkward one out of everyone.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like super.
He never fit in.
He never quite fit
Yeah.
in. Yeah, that's what I'm
like
looking
he
for.
did
Yeah.
from like getting along with everyone, but he was always like an outsider
Right.
when compared to everyone else at least.
Right. Yeah.
And then that whole like cheese message where it said
Yes.
like I know.
Yeah.
I think it said something differently, or it was translated differently in the manga.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it said like still waters run deep or something like that, which basically implies like not
Yeah.
everything is what it seems type
Wow.
phrasing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But then he said like I know, and if you remember when Deku like asked him about that, he was just like, I know you have trouble controlling your quirk. He's like, I do too. Because it's like he kind of like masked it, like
Right.
you don't know how to use your quirk, neither do I.
I am glad it wasn't Invisible Girl though, because
I know they set you up
they set you up.
because
yeah.
the manga chapter where All for One said I have a lot of friends, and then it showed her. You know
Yeah.
how it like did that? That's where the chapter ended,
Did
and
it
then
really?
and then it said like break next week or something. I remember that.
Jeez.
And a lot of people were just like I'll be honest, the manga reader perception at the time was not great.
I'm sure.
A lot
yeah.
of people, when they thought it was Invisible Girl, were like, I'm dropping this series.
It's just like, it's just so out of the blue. It's
Yeah.
just like, really, like,
But then because everyone wanted it to be Aoyama,
yeah,
because everyone theorized it was him for years.
for years. Okay.
Because a lot of people were like, it makes sense. He had the weird cryptic message for Deku. He wasn't at USJ.
That cryptic message, it's wild to me that I totally had forgotten about that. But then once they brought it up, it was just like, oh shit, yeah.
And then there was a weird moment in season 3 when they were out in the woods for that training camp.
Yeah.
Dobby saw him, and then Dobby didn't do anything. A lot of people were just like,
What's the
hello?
deal with that?
Like,
yeah.
why did Dobby not do anything right there? Like, it was weird. It was
Yeah.
one of those things where people are like, dude, they were definitely working together.
Yeah.
Although, I think people were looking into that scene way too much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Dobby even knows who he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Fair.
knows
right?
that he was the traitor
Yeah.
or anything.
He probably just kind of saw him and was just like, well, he has like a useless quirk. He's not
Yeah.
gonna beat me. So.
Because, like, I doubt All for One was like, make sure this Aoyama kid lives. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he cares.
No, right.
You know?
Yeah.
But the manga community wanted it to be Aoyama. So they
Right.
were really mad one week over Invisible Girl.
And then it got resolved.
And then the next week, everyone was like, oh, let Horikoshi cook. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Well, cool. I'm glad it's not her. It sucks that he does have to be the traitor. It does make a lot of sense. But at the same time, like, now he has a chance to, be a hero for once. Like, actually help him out and whatnot. So,
The thing that is kind of disappointing is how fast everything's kind of happening.
sure.
I feel like when you go through, like, a traitor reveal in a show,
there's like crumbs and everything leading up to it.
Part of the cool thing about a traitor reveal is seeing the impact it has on the characters.
Yeah, right.
And I will say, like, what you just got in this episode with everyone like crying and everything is it. I don't like how it's pretty much touched on for 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like this type of event needs like 5 to 6 episodes of like impact, people dealing with it.
Like, what's the fallout from it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because like the whole traitor reveal happened in this episode now too. That's pretty much the end of.
I mean, next episode's gonna cover more of it.
More of it.
More
Okay.
of the planning aspect, and if Aoyama's even willing to cooperate with them, because he seems pretty down.
Right.
You're gonna dive into all that stuff.
Okay.
And then, yeah, after that, it's pretty much...
On to the final arc. Well, I'm excited for next week's episode.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yeah.
If it ends the way I'm thinking, it's kind of a crazy ending. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty excited for that.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's kind of looking over your way to see how you reacted to Aoyama. Like, I'm like, does he not get it yet?
I just no, because it was not connecting with me right at the time, because it was like I think I was so focused in on Invisible Girl being the traitor,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize what the conversation was going on in the woods. And then it was just like once I saw Oyama,
Like Ao, like
Ao, thank you,
Aoyama.
Aoyama. Once I saw him and like the conversation he was having with his parents and everything, it was just like, wait a minute. So is she just eavesdropping on him because he's the traitor and all that kind of shit?
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was taking a minute for my brain to kind of wrap around what was
I
going
gotcha.
on there. So
I gotcha.
Well, guys, that'll do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you liked today's video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. You could also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to take it a step further, check us out on Patreon.
Patreon.
And until next time, we're out.